Hey you guys, we're trying this again. I had to switch programs, needless to say, so hopefully this will work. And I'm going to see if I can find you guys. Here I am. Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully this will work. Yay! Ooh, let me move you guys up. And you're going to see my computer's going to be there, so it's going to be, I'll be squinting a little bit to see, the comments. So anyway, so guys, thanks for being patient there. Facebook was so gladly nice enough to change some things, and I was unaware of those changes. So, it's a learning process. Let me get my trash can here. So let's just get right to it, y'all, alright? So we got a candy can sign. Okay, I got echoes. Hold on. There we go. So now I don't have echoes. Woohoo! So overview. There we go. Alright. And I don't even know if I can see comments. Seriously? Seriously? Oh my god. Alright, we're going to see if that works. So this is the sign we're going to use. Hey, okay, good. I can see a comment. Yay! You're so far away. I'm like squinting. So this is the sign we're going to use today. I have to make a custom order. It's for my lady in the nursing home. And so because this year I'm going to be doing her Christmas tree, and she has a 6-foot pencil tree, so we came up with doing it all in candy canes, you know, colors, red and white this year. Hey, yay, I know, I switched. You guys are on my phone and not on the computer on the program I usually use, so I have to figure out the difference, why it's going wacko. So this is the sign we're going to make, or use, not make. I went ahead and I like to do some things ahead of time for you guys because it gets kind of boring for you guys to see me cut and do all this stuff. So this is a, I believe a 12-inch, 12-inch frame. And what I did, because it's going to be red and white, I went ahead and I wanted to alternate the pipe cleaners just to make it fun. Why not? So we're doing 6 on the outside and 6 on the inside. As far as that goes, I've already pre-cut my curls that are going to go in there, and these I cut at 10 inches, so I have a bunch of those on. I'm probably going to have to cut more just because I didn't cut everything, so I can do some of it with you. I've already pre-cut because we're going to do this in a ruffle, so I already have my ruffles cut, and I cut my ruffles at 15 inches each. And I have enough ruffles. It's the red and white I don't think I have enough of, as well as the tails. The tails we're going to do in these two. Alright, so we're going to do it. Of course, we're going to have red and white for striped candy. And I got this really cute ribbon here with all the candy colors. Has a little bit of green in there because I didn't want everything to be so red and white. So I wanted to bring in a little green. And then we may have to adjust on the ribbon for the bow, but I think I got it, but we'll talk about that later. So let's go ahead and start this. Hopefully I won't dump everything all over the floor like I always do. All right, and let's just pick. So this here is what they call a Form 1 by Pro Bow the Hand, in case you guys didn't know. And what I like about it is when I'm doing ruffles, you know how we always do the clips? And actually you can see one of my clips here, because when it gets too poofy, I put a clip in to kind of hold it down a little bit. But I put them in here so that I don't have them like all over the floor or sitting in my basket there. So that's the reason why I do that. So again, oops, let me take the one that's clipped off. So I cut these at 15 inches, and all I did was I folded it in half just like this, cross like this, and bam, I have my little butterfly. So we're going to put these going across like a bow tie on the bottom, okay? pull it tight, give it a couple of twists. Bam. I'm going to pull my pipe cleaners together. Oh, nice to see you too. Thank you for coming. Hey, listen, you know that old thing, you know, pass the word around, you know, sprinkle the love and all those good things, if you don't mind doing that. Hey. So we're going to do this right here, same here. And when we get, as this starts getting more poofy, we're going to pull up our edges like that, because we don't want, I don't want them being flat. This is not going to be a wreath that I need to worry about being in between the doors, because like I said, she lives in a nursing home, and this is going to be for her door that enters into her room. So we want it to be nice and poofy. Nice and poofy. Nice and poofy. Hey, hey, my friend in Illinois. Yay. How are you doing? Oh, oh, I just lost one of my pegs, but that's okay. We don't need it. We don't need it. All right, so now we're almost done with the outside of this one here. And see how easy it is by just pulling them out of, you know, the 4-in-1 Provo here. All right, so we got those going here. Now the next layer, we're going to kind of reverse it. I thought we reverse it. Now I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe we'll go the same way. Yeah, I think we'll go the same way. I had another idea in mind, but I forgot I have a sign on this, so I can't do that idea. So, hello, hello. Oh, great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the craziness of NonnasNuttykrafts. Hello. All right, so we're going to do the same thing and just put these ruffles in here. And again, if you're just joining, I put 6 ties on the outside, 6 on the inside. Okay, and this is for somebody that lives in a nursing home. And she needed, you know, something that would look pretty on her door. Hey, if it's your first time watching, hit anywhere on the screen. Those little white dots will pop up. Make sure you get notifications. I did not send a notification out. I know I like to do a lot of pop-ups every now and a lot. And that's because I was like, oh, let's just do this. Let's just go for it. So I like to do that. Now I think I am one short on the white one. Perfect. So I can show you how I did it. Oops. Now you can do this on any type of frame. I try to do some of these for her on these light frames because it just makes it easier for her in storing things and whatnot. Oh, did I put the white away? I did. Oopsie. Let me grab it. Let me move this out of my way till we do our bow later. And move this out of the way, and then we're going to do this. I know. Oh, I always try to do that under the table because it's so loud. All right. So remember I said I cut these at 15 inches. So you just roll it out. I got to cut 15 inches because I'm in the middle of the mat. There we go. And I just need one more white one. And you know what it's going to be? Because I swore I cut all of these. There's probably one rolling around on the floor somewhere. Don't you always hate that? Ugh. Now I know I have enough of these. So we're going to put this baby away. There. And now you get to see it again. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I am doing just great, my friend. So here's what I did. I folded it in half, just like this. Scrunched it up. Bow tie, butterfly, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to stick it in here. Yes, thank you for blessing my page. Whoops. So see how nice that is? Nice and fluffy in there. We're pulling up the edges on each one to make sure they're all standing up because we want it to be standing. We don't want them laying flat. Okay. So now we're going to add some cute little curls. Now you can either do this, you can put your ribbon tails on the bottom and the curl on the top, but I want the tails on the bottom of this one. So these, again, I cut these at 10 inches. Let me grab my basket here. There's always bloopers on my videos, y'all. It never goes nice and smooth. I am making a candy cane wreath. Ta-da! And this is for my lady that lives in a nursing home. So these, all I did with these guys, I kind of let almost like, see how it curls by itself? I didn't want it really tight. So what I do is when I open it up, I just kind of let it curl on its own. So it's a nice, like, fluffier curl, so to speak. So we're going to put these, we'll start on the outside. And we're just going to add a curl all the way around. Oops. That was the inside. Well, we could do the inside and the outside as we go. Why not? They're all going to get done, right? Now, if you want to save time, which makes it easy, you can do it at the same time. So I have a 2.5 inch ribbon here and a 1.5 inch ribbon. And I want to give a shout out to my friend, Miss Susan. She makes these boards. I'm going to call the word PVC piping. It's a plastic of some sort. The numbers don't come on it. I wrote the numbers. I was at a retreat and we all got one of them, from her. Because see, hardworking one, fall retreat. So I reached out to her and asked her if she sells these, and she does. So I had her make me a 10, well, I had the 12, 10, 13, whoops, I have one more. I was going to say, I thought I had one more. I had her make the other two, so I have 8, 10, and 13 I had her make. So now I have all of these 4 sizes. I really like these. So if you need one or would like one, go ahead and snapshot that. That's the name of her company. Whoops, where's the camera? Oh, I'm holding it up to the computer, and it's, can you see that? A little bit of a glare. It's Inspired Wreaths, AC Inspired Wreaths. That's the name of her business. Susan, she's in Lori Jacobs' group. She's one of the designers in there. Susan Skeleton. And so anyway, so I wanted to give her a shout out because I love my boards. So anyway, we're going to put these on top of each other. We're going to just kind of put it right in the center there. What I've already pre-done is, and these are cut at 12 inches each, and I fold it in half to find my center. Okay? And then I go ahead and I scrunch it up. Whoops. And fold the sides down. Now I'm bending them down a little bit like this because I want them to face more outward. Okay? So the ones I've already put the curl on, and I'll show you. I'm going to do these two, and then I'll show you. And we're just going to split them a little bit. So we'll do another one here, and then I'm going to show you what they look like. Now, see what happens here. If your edge here, when you're scrunching these up, these edges here, I like to make sure they're behind. I don't want them up like this. And the reason being, because then you get, see how it forms like a little pocket in there? And I hate that. So make sure, and this is just my thing. I mean, you can do it how you want, but I'm just giving you a little tidbit. I go ahead and I try to make sure those edges are folded just back, just so it stays like that. So when you put it in, and then bend it down this way. So let me put this one in. Now this is a inside one because I messed up and put it on the inside, which was totally fine. Because we're going to do whatever we want to do. Oh, it'd be a good idea if I tie the pipe cleaner, wouldn't it? There we go. Now the biggest thing with any type of mesh, let me just tell you guys, no matter what type of mesh you use, it is going to fray. See how this is fraying here? So there's nothing you could do about it. Don't pull them. Just take it and you cut it. So I usually wait to the end after I'm totally done with my project, and then I'll go back and I'll snip things, you know, just to make sure that they're all, you know, nice. Okay? All right, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to turn it around here. So when we put our tails in, okay, this is the one I did. This one's a little lopsided because this one shifted on me. Let's just pull it back about 1/4 of an inch. There we go. So your tails are sitting on top of each other right now, right? So they're sitting on top. What I want to do is just kind of split it a little bit because I want to bring this red and white stripe one down to show like that, and just have this one almost like an accent color on top. So see, it will look like that. I gotta wait, it's camera delay. So I want it to be split, you know, a little bit. And just make sure, you know, you have them laying out nice, okay? So let's continue with our curls. And put our curl in. I like how this is coming out. I haven't done a base, a white base on a wreath in a long time. I keep looking at my thing here because I'm trying to look at comments. It's like all of a sudden, oh, thank you for the hearts, y'all. Thank you. Now I know I didn't cut enough of these because I wasn't sure how I was going to put my sign in here yet or anything. So, oops, this one shifted. There we go. So again, I just roll back that outside a little bit, put them down so they're like that, and I put them in. And by bending it down like that, it just makes it easier when you go to put it in. It's already kind of halfway to the way you want it. And you just spread it out a little bit, and you're good to go. And let's continue. I had to make sure I do all the outside ones because that one I did the inside one there, and it messed me up because, like, you know how you count, okay, I got 10 on the outside, or there's so many on the outside. So must do a crafting. Yes, we will. Okay, so y'all, my little friend Janet down there, we're talking about a craft day. I have a bunch of ladies. I love doing crafts with them. So we just get on, and it doesn't matter what day it is, and we just start crafting. And we make whatever, whether it's a wreath or we're making, you know, painting something or whatever. And we just have fun. So if you can find some people that you want to do that with, it's always nice because it makes things go a little quicker and faster with you, and you can bounce ideas off of each other, which is what's really cool. It really is. Okay, so we're almost done with this. Again, I folded them in half, and I'm just making little butterflies. Oops. And I'm bending it down. And then I spread it out. This is going to be cute. Now, my sign does not have any green in it. And that's okay, because the green that's in this ribbon is just a soft, you know, it's there on the candy. But we're going to bring just a little bit more green in it when we do the bow. Just so, you know, you got to bring in a little color. Now you can bring in black and white, which would look really pretty too. But I want to stay with the candy colors on this one. Stay with the red and white and the green, just to, I don't know, just because. And I'm a design sometimes on a fly. I like to do things, and I may change it up as we go. But that's what makes it more fun. It really does. I mean, majority of this I'll have, you know, ready for you guys. But sometimes I'll change it up. Change it up. Because, you know, as it starts coming together, you go, maybe. And just to let you know, see where the seam is on this? I always put that down. I don't have it facing up, just to let you guys know. Shoot, told you that. I was halfway done with the bottom here, and I didn't tell you that. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's do this one here. And then we are done with the outside rim of these. Look how cute that's gonna look. Wait, I gotta bend some of these. Pull my curl in between. all my pipe cleaners out because I don't want to get them stuck. I have done it where I've taken the wrong pipe cleaner to the next row. Isn't that crazy? All right, so look how cute that looks. It's going to be cute. All right, so let's go on the inside row now. Just want to make sure I had it facing down. And here, crinkle it up, fold it down, and put it in where it needs to go. Ta-da! All right, so where did I put the other one in? Here, all the way over here. So let's put this one in here so that I'll have them all on the same side. Oh, well, I don't want to do that, do I? Because let's put the bow there. Just to let you know, I have dogs, in case you didn't hear them. So we'll put this one in here. So let me get rid of this out of my way. Okay. So now I haven't done anything with the sign yet. Oh, this is where I got to stand up, so I'm going to disappear. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so nice. Thank you for the stars. Yay. We're so close. And I don't know if you guys watch some of the commercials. Sometimes, you know, they pop on. And they're talking about the Wounded Warriors right now, especially with Veterans Day being here, coming up. So, I always like to support. I'm going to stand up so I can look down and decide if I want to put this straight across with the bow or if I want to put it on an angle. I think for this one, I'm going to turn it around to you guys. This is where the bow is. You can kind of see it's pretty white up there. So I was thinking maybe straight across. If I put the bow off to the side, I could do it at an angle like that. But I think straight across. Because I don't think it would look good up top. I think straight across. What do you guys think? Straight across? Or on an angle? This is straight across. And it will be on... There's my other dog working. Or on an angle like that. I don't like the And if I were to put the bow at the bottom with the sign up top, I mean, I could do that too. What do you guys think? Yes, straight. See, that's what I think. You know, see, the wreaths talk to you. Some wreaths, you know, you can tell, hey, yeah, I can put this on an angle, put it up top or at the bottom. But for some reason, this one just says put it at the bottom. Straight across. I agree. 100%. All right, so this is going to be my bow. So I need another curl here and another curl here. So I need 2 curls and I'm still going to have to do my tails and 3 more tails. So let's put this baby over here on top of the flowers. And let's get our tails going. So easy peasy with this. Straight, yep. Straight with the bottom bow at top or the bottom. I like the bow at the top. I think we'll go, since we're putting it at the bottom, we'll just go with the top. All right, so what did I say? I need 3 more sets of tails, right? 3 more tails and 2 more curls. 1, 2, look how easy this is, y'all. And we're going to cut it right there, slice it. Now see, this is me, again, this is me doing it. When I slice it on one side here, I seem to get a little bit of a lip on this side, a curl over. So what I do, I flip it. I don't know, it's just one of those things where I think, oh, well, I should do it on this other side, so that way they'll be even. I have a little curl here, and then I have a little curl on the side. Does that really matter? No. It's so minute, but that's just one of my little things. All right, so dovetailing. going to make a V in our ribbon. See, a V is up there. Whoops, we got a half a dozen of them there. Makes it hard to see, right? We'll do the same thing on the other side. And just fold it in half. Sometimes you could do a bunch of them together and it comes out nice. Sometimes they'll slide the ribbon and then you get a wonky V. So I always look back and I look at it to make sure that my V's are, you know, it's in the center and not like off to the side somewhere. All right, so let's make 3 of these. Now I could have wrapped these together. I put the 2.5 on the bottom and do it. You could do that as well. But I'm one of these people that sometimes just likes to do them separately. I don't know why. So organized, girl. Let me tell you, I did spend time in here today. So it looks organized behind me. This is what you see all the time behind me. But you don't want to look on the other sides. If you see what's stacked up, I mean, it's pretty much, I have a dresser that has ribbon in it, and I know this is my drawers for fall ribbon, or where I have brown or green ribbons in it and stuff like that. So it's organized so that I know where everything is. Now, if you were to come in here, you'd probably go, huh? Why does she have that like that? Or else, let me just tell you, it's okay. All right, so we got that. We needed a couple more red. See, I knew I left the red out here. So I needed 2 of these. Let me just tell you about this. I do rubber stamping, or what they call it, all different names out. And this is the block, and you peel and you stick the rubber stamp on it. So because my table is very tiny, it makes it very hard to have my mesh roller up here on the table. You're so funny. So I have to use this sometimes, and especially with, you know, doing this with you guys, it just makes it easier right now. So these are cut at 10 inches. I said I only needed 2, right? 1, 2, yep, 2. I always forget and I always second guess. That's why I always cut all my mesh lesser than what I need, because I always hate having extra. And usually I wind up having extra because I was like, I know I cut it all and it rolls off on the floor somewhere. Oh, got a ghost in here. So again, all I'm doing, I'm just curling this just lightly so I get a nice fluffy little curl in there. And we'll put this right in here. And we'll put, where's the other one? Doesn't matter which side I go to. Which one? Where is it? Here it is. It's right in front of me. It is organized chaos. But I did today. I got in here and I have these crates. I call it crates. It's like wired squares that can kind of stack, you know. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. I'll say 9 because the other one was pretty organized. And I went through, so each little cubby has like, here's some Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, you know, kind of signs. Here's some Christmas, here's fall. So I do have things grouped out because I'm like, I hate it. I used to have them in tubs. And it was a pain because, you know, you forget about what you have in the tubs. And I was just like, oh man. So I was able to, once I moved into this room, when I redid everything, was able to do that a little bit better. I thought I had that backwards for a second. So right down the middle is where it's going. All right, so let's get these babies in. And again, we'll bend it down, and I'm just going to pull it so it forms like an upside down V. You can actually do it with your fingers. And then you spread it out. There we go. Now let's put this one in. Didn't I cut 2 of these? Did I put them both in already? See how much happens? I guess I did, yeah. Oops. I was like, wait a minute, there were 2 here on the table, and then I'm like, okay, that's right, you know, you already showed them one, and you did the other. Chaos that goes in my brain. There's always so much going on in there, you know? So much is going on in there. So let me just tell you, we've gone from, you know, nice weather to raining for like days to nice weather to cold as can be to back up in the 70s today. And it's like, good gosh, you know, why does it keep changing? That's the nutty part. Yes, it is the nutty part. Okay. So we got it downside, so the other inside. All right, so we got all our tails and everything in there. So let's go ahead and make our bow. I want to make our bow. Because on this one, I'm not going to do one with tails hanging down. I think I'm going to do, I call it the funky bow. You can call it a funky bow, a 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4 and 6, whatever you want to call it. I call it the funky bow. Again, my pro bowler hand is out. So this is the green I picked to kind of go with this. And I thought that would just give a little pop of color to help make the bow stand out a little bit more. Why is, okay. So let me turn this around this way. So I'm going to put 1 peg here, put my ribbon on it. I always keep the 6 pegs out here. It's just my thing, y'all. Just my thing. Wind it up. Now you can make whatever kind of bow you really want to. Take that off. So what I like about this, now I have the 2 easy bow makers. I have the Pro Bow with a hand, the 4-in-1. I got so many bow makers. I had the bow dabber, but I sent them that. Gone. So I think for this one, we're gonna go 6 inches. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And so in doing your bow, measure the tail. So this is my 6-inch mark here. I'm going the tail, it's actually kind of cut a little bit of an angle, so I just brought it out to about the 8 inches here. But I'll be cutting it back, and I usually do, you know, the dovetailing and everything once I get it in. So I did a half twist here. You can do it when you're up here if you want to do the half twist. I like to put my ribbon down here and then do a half twist. Which way is better, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you feel more comfortable with. And then I'm going to bring it in. Why is my ribbon? Oh, it's here. That's where it's like, why is it so twisted there? And then I'm going to find my 6-inch here, and I pull my fingers so that it's pulled. Because if you just put it down like that, what happens, it actually comes out to be 7 inches. So if I really truly want a 6-inch bow, I'll just put my fingers in there to make sure it's nice and tight, and then I'll twist it. So we're making a Lisa bow. I know I said funky bow, but we're going to make a Lisa bow. And again, we're going to have 6 inches on this side, my fingers there to hold it, and then I twist it. Oopsie. And again on this side, this ribbon really likes to bend. And the 6 inches again. Now in this bow, what I'm going to have here as I've completed it, let me cut this off here. Almost cut my finger. So we have, let me see if I can show this because this is long. I haven't fluffed it or anything. We have 2 arms, a loop, and 2 loops down here. So it looks like a little gingerbread man or one of those little waving guys you see at the car dealer. All right. So the next one, I like to turn my thing back and forth. It makes it easier for me to remember what I did on the first, that I need to switch it, because we're going to do it as opposite. And let me just get my pins out here, because I just opened this roll. And stick a pin in here. Maybe I won't stick a pin in there. Maybe I won't go as deep. There we go. Okay, so that's popped to the side. Close the pins, because you know me, guys. I love to have my pins go flying across the floor. So I was thinking green and white. Green and this, but now I'm thinking I need another color. Let's see. Let's see how I like this. I do like this green. This may be a scenery change. I like these two like this, but I want to put something else on here first. I'm going to go and put the black in. I want the black. I want the black. I got ribbon on my other spools over here, so I think I want the black in there. Let's see, before I cut it. So this I'm doing at 5 inches. Just taking it a little bit shorter. Let's see if I like this. I may change my mind. That's why I don't want to cut it. I don't know what I want to change it to. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. I just feel that I need another layer of 2 inch. That's why. I thought I was going to miss my chair. This is too much. Too much. So I have these, and this green will go with that other green too. I don't know, I changed my mind, y'all. I changed my mind. That's what happens. Now, probably have one of these open somewhere. No, this is brand new. These are brand new ones, okay. I got these from a wholesaler. So they have, this one has a little bit of black. That's better, the red with the edging. I know. That was just too much, that other one. I gotta decide. Oh, ooh, I like the green. And then if I put the green and finish with this one on top. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's got a lace to it on the edge. I like this. I like it, I like it, I like it. Sorry, black and white. I love you, but not for this one. Even though it's an old, the reason why I was thinking this, because it's old-fashioned, so to speak. And I think, this is kind of cute, I think. I think. Let's put you over there. Ooh, I like this. This is pretty. Hello, Fancy Pants. How are you? All right, so Fancy Pants here. Ooh, this is cute. This is new ribbon. I just got this, and I haven't used it yet. But now I'm using it. I like it. It's pretty. Could you do this with a country wreath? Look at how that's going to look. Ooh, I do like, I like. So with this, I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see. Let me just cut that under. So we had the first layer, we had the arms and the head up here. Now we flipped it, so we have the legs up here. So, and the arms and the head are down here. So we flip it. This is why I like to do this. This is so I don't forget, because I have done that. I've done the whole bow and I'm like, why do I have so many here? And I'm like, oh, because I said, didn't flip it, that's why. Silly me. What? Wait, did I miss a comment here? Oh, I got it. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. My computer's so far away. I usually have my iPad here. So, this is the green one, like I said I wanted to use in this. Now I have the opposite. I could do that one. I like this. I want to bring a little sparkle in here, y'all. So we did it 6-5. Now this does have a right and a wrong side, and more of the glitter's on the outside, needless to say. Let me move it over here so I'm a little bit more centered. So I did 6-5. I'm going to bring this one in at 4. Again, using my fingers to make sure I get exactly 4. Once I get the first one in, I don't have to worry about the second loop, because I'll lay it right on top as I pull it and measure it so it's the same there. This is pretty. Brings a little sparkle. You have the kind of sparkle in the red mesh, has that metallic in there. So this brings a little bit more of that sparkle to the top. Ouch. Just jabbed myself. That was my... And we'll finish up with the... Oh, look. Turn it, Carolyn. Turn it. Look at the peg over here. So again, we have the opposites going on here. All right, last layer. Ooh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. And so we did 6, 5, 4, and we're going to bring this one at 3. Can you do them all the same sizes? You don't have to make it so many bow or colors. Totally up to you. 100% up to you. I originally was just going to do the green, the red, and with the candy, but then I decided, let's change it up. I wanted one more in there. Okay, this is nice ribbon. I should have put more of this one. I like this. I like it. You never know. You know when you buy ribbon from somewhere, and then you're like, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Because you use it, you think, oh, I don't need a lot of it. Ugh. Like, I don't have enough ribbon, as you can see behind me, right? All right, so that's going to be our bow overall. Let me stick some of my sticks back in here so I don't lose them. All right, so now I got to decide what, if I want to use a zip tie on it, if I want to use a Chanel stem. So I think I'm just going to use the Chanel stem because it's not a thick. Well, let's use a zip tie so you can see how I do that. So I'll grab down into my handy dandy zip ties. This is what, a 6 inch or an 8 inch? 6 inch. No, 8 inch zip tie. So I'll pull my bow up a little. You can slide it on the side of it and pull it if you're cool. But you can slide it in between and pull it up, which is what I like to do. Sometimes I'll do it, you know, just on the side. And I'm going to pull a little bit tight, not all the way. Dryer's done. So I have my bow. Here's the top. Stick my 2 fingers here, rotate this around till it's on the bottom. Pull a little bit tighter. Before I pull it really tight, I'm going to decide what color pipe cleaner I'll use. Well, it's white base, so I'll go ahead and put a white one in there. Just stick that in there. Now I'm just going to spread this out. I'm not going to fluff it too much right yet because I like to really fluff it once I get it on the wreath. But I want to make sure that if it's twisted here, that I get it a little bit, you know, get it where it shouldn't be twisted there. That my tails and my loops are where I kind of want them to be overall. And then once I'm satisfied with that, I go ahead and pull it as tight as I can. And snip it. Ooh. Now, we don't want that to show the zip tie. So out of my ribbons, I can choose whatever I want to put on top. I guess we'll just go, I just want a solid red. And I'm going to pick up a red like this. I think this is the same red. Yep. So in here, this red, I'm just picking up the same color. And I'm just going to snip a bunch of this off. And what I'm going to do here is just pull this off right here. I pull the wires out. It makes it easier for me as I'm tying it around, you know, to cover that. And I just wind this up and I throw it away because this is nothing you can do with that. Now, you can slice this down the middle and put it in. I've just used the whole piece and I'll just fold it into thirds. Just like that. Wrap it around the center. And I'm going to tie it in the back. And this is why I don't fluff my bow beforehand. Pull it tight. Snip it off. Good to go. Good to go. See how smushed my bow is? That's okay. That's okay because it's made with wire and we can fluff it back up. So this is where I have it here. I left this one. I didn't put any of the red underneath it because you're not going to see it. Why I put those away? So you can twist these all the way up however you want to do it. I'm going to cut this close. I'll say a little bit more than an inch. And I'm just going to fold it under there so that it's hidden. I save these because you never know when you're going to need it. Take my two and I'm going to put it right on top of where this white one was. White is. Thread it through the back. Now I have 4 rails, if you want to call it that, and I'm putting it in 2 middle ones, and I'm just going to lightly twist tie it. I almost flip that around the wrong way. And then let's go ahead and pull our bow out. Spread it out. And this is when I'll go ahead and cut. Now, you saw I had the arms longer than what the loop is, so I cut this back to be about the same length as that. And each layer, it's almost like a waterfall. It goes shorter and shorter. So that way you can see each layer. So I like to make sure on this that it's like almost like a star. This was the head, the arm here, and I have the 2 legs here. Okay, so I kind of spread it out evenly is what I try to do. So the next one, so I have the red one here and I'll have the 2 green ones in between where those 2 arms are. And let's cut this. those are cut. Let's do the green. That one I only needed a little snip. Where'd it go? Come out, little one. Here it is. Kind of fell down in there. How to get it out? Okay, so let's do this one. And here we go. That one's done. Let's do the candy canes. Or the candy. Watch that you don't snip your fingers. I have done that, y'all. I have snipped my fingers. So this weekend, I have a craft show. Another one. This will be my third one. And I have one next weekend. Then take a break. Thanksgiving, you need a break. And then, was it December 4th? I have another craft show to go to. I thought for a second those weren't even. I was like, why does that look so big? But they're okay. All right. Oops. I keep turning this one the wrong way. There we go. All right. So there's our bow. We may put something in the middle there on the bow. I haven't decided yet. But there's our bow. So cool. See, I got another string here hanging. And this is what I do. That one wasn't too gross. I take my wreath, like when I'm totally done with it, and I'll hang it upside down like this, and I'll look through the bottom. Then I'll hang it on the side and look through it. Sometimes I'll even hang it on my front door, and I just go and I'll snip as much as I can. But again, don't pull them. Don't pull them. Don't pull them. Because, you know, you never, it's like you're never going to get them all, but it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. All right, so let's do our sign. I'm going to stand up. Because I want to see my bow from a different angle. Okay, this piece right here. Okay, so now the sign. Now, I don't think we're going to put anything else, embellishments on this. I have some little white balls, but I don't know if I have enough. Because now my brain is thinking, y'all. Hold on. Oops. Oh, well. See, you said the organized chaos, y'all. Organized chaos. There goes everything on the floor. Oh my gosh. You don't want to see what happened behind there. You don't want to see. Let me see if I have enough red ones. Because I want to stick red ones. I don't know why I want red. I think I want red. See? Just a little glitter. I could do every other one red and white, but I don't think I have enough white. Let's see. I do want to put some balls in there. Let's move this organized chaos out of here. We're going to bring in the glue gun. See? Ad-libbing. Ad-libbing. That's just the chair. Let's get our cord. And I had a little piece of paper holding this. It's gone. We'll get another one. Let's move that. Look, y'all are seeing everything here. My glue gun, I wrote to the company. Haven't heard back from them. And I'm sticking, I have to stick a little wedge on the side there. The frame is this. Can you see me now? It's just a green frame. It's not a Dollar Tree frame. I'm not sure where I got it. All right, so 1, 2. We have 3, 4. Let's see if I have enough white ones. Blue white ones. see again. So we got 3 on the outside, so we have 6 on the outside. Let's throw a little one over here. Let's see where 8 takes us. These are going to be too big for what I want. Put you over there. This is my bin of little balls. A bin of little balls. So I know I'm going to put them all on the outside for right now. So I'm going to do the same thing with my twist ties. Now you have the option with these. These do have the little things on it. You can tie it. One thing I try to look is like if this comes off, I want to glue this to make sure it stays on. If I'm going to glue that. So we'll use it, and then what I also do, even though I may use the pipe cleaner for this, do I want to do the pipe cleaner? Yeah, we could thread it that one. I still want to give it some extra glue once I get it in there. So let's go ahead, we'll pull these off because we want to make sure they stay nice and tight. Let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to start with 6 because that's what's on the outside. I just noticed the white ones have silver, the red ones have gold. Who knew that? Who knew to do that, huh? Okay. So, let's see. Are we ready? Yep. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there and stick this back on. You don't want to put too much glue, meaning don't gook it up so much because the glue is hot. This is plastic and it will melt. So you put enough just on it so that it adheres to it without all the glue strings, which are like spider webs. And see, my glue is just now starting to heat up, so it's still warm enough to do the glue, but not super, super hot, which is good. All right. Bam. Done. Easy peasy. Glue strings, glue strings, glue strings. They're sticking to my nails. All right, so let's bring this back in here. And I'm going to thread it right on to the pipe cleaner. Whoops. Let me just untwist this a little bit because I want it to lay close inside there. And then what I'll do is I'll just give it a twist or 2 on it. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. And I'm going to cut the pipe cleaner. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. So I'm going to turn this around and show you. I'm going to pull my tails out of the way so you can see. So where's my ball? So there's the ball, and you can see the pipe cleaner sticking up there. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to push the pipe cleaner down. And so it's there. Now the reason why I twist it a couple of times is because I want to make sure that the ball is going to be staying in there. And then when I twist it, you see the ball doesn't really like jiggle around. It's kind of firm in there. Because that's one thing I don't want. I don't want the ball to be like loosely flopping. So right where the pipe cleaner and it all is, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there. And then it's in there. It's not going to come out. And we're going to alternate these. So we're going to put the, oh, I didn't even think I did that. We're going to put the red on the red pipe cleaner, the white on the white pipe cleaner. Are these red? These are red. Yeah, because the orange ones, I was like, wait a minute, why do they look orange? But they're not, they're red. All right, twist tie it a few times to hold it in place, cut it, bend it down. Make sure your tails are where you want it to be, because once you put some glue on there, ain't going anywhere, y'all. Ain't going anywhere. And a little bit of glue. that also helps hold the pipe cleaner in place. So I'm moving these tails up just so you can see the ones on the bottom. It will make it easy for you guys to see right now. Let me turn it around. Gotta wait because there's the delay. There they are. So you have the red, here's the white, and you have the red ones, so you can see them in there. So see, they don't jiggle around. They're in there good. I mean, if I do this, yeah, but they're not jiggling like they're really flopping. Okay. All right. So let's continue. So we did red. Now we're going to do white. And one goes on the floor. Because that's how we roll. We throw things all over the place, y'all. Cut it. Bend it back. Make sure my tails are where I want them to be. And put a dab of glue. That helps hold the pipe cleaner there too. And voila, we're good. Next. Let me grab this red one. Hold on. Okay. I was like, oh, it probably rolled and I will never be able to find it. Okay. Same here. Twist, 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 twist. Oh, I like it with the little balls in here. I do. It just gives a little extra something something in here, you know. A little something something. And when I also do these glue strings, sometimes you can't see them. And when I go outside, like I'll take pictures on my front door, and they glisten in the sunlight. So it makes it really easy to find where all those glue strings are. So I always do that and kind of look at the wreath to see where they may be hiding all of those lovely guys. All right, so we got a white one here. Twist. Oh, it looks cute with them. I have all these standing up, so don't worry, because those are the ones on the top. Put a little bit of glue in there. Hold it. Now, you can do, like I do some of these Christmas trees I make, and I'll do it where you can remove the balls, you know, on it if you want to, the person, if they want to change up the color, you know, for the next holiday. Because I have some people that say, hey, I want blue this year. Next year, you know, let's do red, you know, or gold. So you can change them up. And it's just a, you know, easy thing to do if you want to do that. Like maybe next year I want to put green in here if I wanted to. Now I'm gluing these so they're not going to come out. But, or you can do red, green, and white in here. Oh, that would have been pretty too. Just thought of that one. Let me fix this one. Fix you here before I put the glue. There we go. And let's put the glue in. My little piece of cardboard fell on the floor. Why does everything fall on the floor? Seriously. Seriously. Alright, so before I do any more, oh, I just popped my knee. Let's go ahead and see, there's a red. I knew I had more red. See, I had another one on a clothespin. Oh, I hate that. Let's go ahead and do our sign. Let me move these balls out of the way here. I'm just going to put them down here. Now, there's different things you could do for the sign. This is thick enough where I can staple. And I know that because I stapled this part down already. I could do a staple, or I could use cable mounts on it. Because I stapled this down, I think I'm going to do cable mounts because I won't be able to staple through that. So let's get 4 of these babies out. Now with the staple, you have to make sure. I had you know, the size of the wood. If your wood is thinner, you can use pieces of foam board in there or cardboard and put it on there so it makes it thicker, or double layer it if you need to. I should have probably done this before we did the other so that they glue, but that's okay. So this is Gorilla Glue. I like the Rapid Fuse, but the problem is I can't get that very often for me. There's only one store that carries it, and that store is far away from me. Well, it's not far. It's about a half an hour, and I don't go that direction very often. So to drive down there to pick up some Rapid Fuse, it's like, Hi! Thank you! I do too! I'm going to put this just below the staples here. I like the traditional red on this. This is kind of a little bit old-fashioned, but like I said in the beginning, I didn't want to go so old-fashioned because we're doing red and white for her tree. So she's a person like me. I like tradition on some things, and I like the kind of country farmhouse kind of look on some things. Like my Christmas tree is all traditional. It's all the Christmas ornaments that I buy one every year. You know, ones at places we've lived and stuff. And that's what I like on my tree. Now, my hallway is different. That one I do kind of funky. I did it really funky last year, and I really loved it. I did it red and white, and I'm going to do the same this year because I really liked it. I did. I did. I promise I did. All right, so we have our pipe cleaners. I'm just going to stick with the white. That's because, even though it doesn't really matter, I could do red or white. Because see, I used red and white pipe cleaners on there. I could do either or, doesn't matter. I'll split it up. We'll make it funky today. We'll do a little bit of red, a little bit of white on these. Why not? Because we can do that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, every now and then, you just cut the hair off. But yeah, it's cool. In the wintertime, I like my hair long, but sometimes in the summer, you just gotta cut it off, you know? So here we go with this. Here we go. Oh, voila, we got our 4 tabs on there. So I'm going to stand up again. Now the first thing I'm going to do is pull my tails down to where I want them, since I put these all up so we could do the other. And we're going to add whatever Christmas balls we need to add in on this top row. But I want to put the sign in because where the sign is, I don't need to put a Christmas ball if it's going to be hidden. It doesn't make sense to do that. And we got one more right here. I have a feeling my 2 balls are going to be right up here. And once I decide on this, what I'll do is with these other ones, and it's going to be these 2, I'm just going to curl these down. Cut them and curl them. Cut them and curl them. And same with this one. Oop, I shifted. Which way do I need to shift? Away from the sign, away from the sign. So weird when everything is backwards. All right. So this is kind of, I like the pop of green because it's just a little green in here. I like it. So sign's going to go right there. Now, this is another reason why some of you people will get upset with me because when I put my sign in, I flip it over and tie it. And then it squishes everything. It's just a me thing. That's all I can say. So I want to make sure my tails are really out because those are one things I don't want to really cover up. And we're going to do diagonal on this. So let me pull the first one through. And I'm going to pull this other one through. And the reason why you do diagonal is so that your sign will be where you want it. If you do top, it's going to shift. If you do two of the same. So see, I'm doing this diagonal and this one. Sorry, my stand isn't, why do I think my ring light could go higher, but it doesn't. So I'm doing diagonal on the ties first. I could still thread these through, but you want to do that because if you do one side, your whole sign shifts, you know, back and forth. So once it's diagonal, it's not going to shift on you. So that's an important thing, y'all. Alrighty. We're almost done. And I like to pull out my curls and stuff like that. I mean, we'll do that because I've got to see it. Alright, here's where I flip. There's the other white ball. And then I'm just going to bring this around and tie this just a few times around this. I'm not going to tie it super tight because I want to make sure I got everything lined up where it should be. Before I do that. Ooh, come here. Come here, come here, come here. We're almost done. And if it's tight enough too. So my main thing is to make sure I'm centered with my bow before I do anything else. So now I'm going to bring this one down. That one's through. Don't want to get that tail in there. One's through. Oops, almost through. And before I tie those down, that's where I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. I'm going to pull this red one just a little bit more tighter. Same with this one here. You don't want a sign that's going to jiggle wiggle on you. Alright, and let's bring the white one around. It just happens to be a white pipe cleaner. It's not. Tighten that just a little bit like that. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. And then bring this one around. So I'm holding it with my finger a little bit because as you pull it, see how it likes to slide back? So I like to hold it. And again, just enough to get it to where I want it. I'm not going to do it super tight yet because I hate to wind the whole pipe cleaner up and then it's like, oh, it's not centered, it's not where I want it. So let's make sure that's where I want it to be. Pull my tails out, make sure they're out. Wrong way. See, that got twisted in there. And see, I got fraying here, but that's okay. Cut it off. Okay, so I know I did these two. This one down here, I kind of have an option to put a ball in there or not. So I'm going to hold off and see if I really want to put one in there or not. I like to bring my ruffles up because I want the sign, you know, to feel like it's in here, not just like sitting on top. So bring the ruffles up so it kind of covers it and you could see everything. Although that looks kind of funny with these sticking out like that, doesn't it? Let's see. I'm going to see how it looks. It does. So we're going to see about tucking those babies back underneath the sign. Maybe leave the one on the outside. And then I'll put that ball in the middle here. Let's see. Here's the other red ball. Did I glue this one? Nope. I knew I had two that I had not glued. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks better than those curls sticking up like that. It's kind of funky. And I'll bring the ribbon up like this. I'll bend it up to make it more part of the sign too. And if it's sticking out or it's coming over, I know you guys can't see. This is why I like my other program better that I use. So instead of laying so much flat, I'll take these and I'll bring them up like this. Just bending them up so that it makes it more part of the sign. Does that make sense? So see how this is more dimensional this way? This way it's flat. So even though it's at the edge, I'll still just bend them up. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so we need to add a red ball here and a red ball here. So we need two more red balls. One and two. There we go. And let's stick it right on there. Thread it down. Don't burn yourself. Tie it around. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Jan, this is yours. My lady is on here. This is for her. And I'll bend these up. And let's put this one in here. Oh, gotta put it on first. Not gluing it first, gotta put it in there first. Down and around. Whoops. Put a little twirl on there. And there we go. Now let me fix all these tails and then I'll hold it up for you guys. Ugh, glue strings, glue strings. I really like the pop of green on this. I really do. And I'm going to go ahead when I get off with you guys. And I'll go ahead with the back and tie it off. Let me just get all my tails out here. Some got hidden. And see, by bending them up so it's not laying so flat, it just gives it so much more dimension. It really does. And depending on the style, what you're doing, you may want the main things to be more flatter. Now with the bow, now there's different ways. You could pull it straight out if you want it like that. I like to just kind of curl mine up a little bit. I like it to be like up, not like flat like a pancake. So I just stick my fingers in there and I just kind of spread it out. Like that. All right. So there's our candy cane. Voila. See, we, you know, us as crafters, we go back and we'll be playing with this thing like a million times over. Oh, I'm glad you love it. So look how cute. Now I got to look at it from perspective, from your perspective. Oh, it came out cute. Am I holding it right to you, or is it the sign? Let me hold it. Nope, it's the sign. So see, now that I flipped all that, that's okay, I can refluff it. It's this one corner. And that's why I don't go ahead and tie these tight, because things shift. Come here. Kind of figure eight it, do it, whatever you need to do to make it stay. Ah, much better. Just shift it down on that one side. I don't think I squished my bow too much. Oh God, all my business coaches are probably going, why are you squishing your bow? And then I can go back and I'll trim. All right, so you guys, there we go. Candy cane. Candy cane. Ta-da! Thank you. I think it came out cute. And like I said, just a little bit of the green to bring the green out in the ribbon. I could have done the whole thing red and white, but I wanted just a little pop of color in there on it. And there we go. So it came out cute, you guys. And it wasn't hard to make. You know, I say that and you guys are probably going, what do you mean it wasn't hard to make? It was hard to make. No, it's not. You can all do this if you want to. I got to shift to my right. Right? There we go. Now I'm in the center. Woohoo! I got it. So there we go, guys. A cute little candy cane wreath. That is going to be going to its forever home for this Christmas. And I'm really happy that I was asked to do it for her. And there we go. Perfect. All right, you guys. Let me sit back down. So that's going to be it from NonnasNuttykrafts today, y'all. And thank you for being so patient with the goof up before of the system. I got to figure out what Facebook did and changed so that I could get the camera going up on here. All right. So I'll see you next time. Hey, you know, sprinkle the love. This is going to be on my YouTube. So go over there. Check out all the other videos that I have. Be, you know, be that person that loves me all the time on that page as well. And I'll see you next time. Okay. Y'all take care. And have a nice Veterans Day. All right. Bye-bye.